Hey, bro. Oh, my boy.
I tell you was fucking with the college.
Yeah. I ain't liking no more. I thought it's too hard to fight the crowd and the whistling. I can't change no plays.
When they can't run his pistol, no huddle.
I can't get sexy with it.
Yeah, that shit can be a grind.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title
I gotta
play
this man coverage. Jet sweep ass nigga, man.
And while today is the final home game of the season for one team,
I ain't gonna lie, I miss it though. But I'm gonna just wait till this man come up.
Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was
following Auburn though, bro.
But not much to be found as he stopped.
Yeah, love that. I ain't doing too much. I don't even be on in a group like I used to.
Man, look at this, man. Who the fuck, like, bro, how could change the foot, like...
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll get it, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. He makes the connection. Powers through. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to go up top. And the timing just a hair. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being in Ryan Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this.
You niggas don't be pushing like that, Gold, man. I can't play like that.
Are you talking about money now?
Yeah, man, I'm a pusher. I'm a pusher. You feel me?
The Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other.
It has, bro. Stop playing those, man. You know you're fighting like you know what you're doing out there, bro.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
I had the fucking running back, dog.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all 3 facets of the game.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see what the Tigers respond.
What the? Dog.
He is lucky
No,
to
the
get
fuck
that
you
one
didn't,
back,
bro.
and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Discards a man.
Come on, fellas.
Pick up of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
Hold on, dog. My depth chart is so fucking screwed, bro.
Looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit.
You know what I mean? A Q-tip? I mean, a toothpick? On the table.
Go.
On that. What up, though?
I'm about to take a quick little bath, but I'm in the party though. If you whatever you
All right.
decide to do.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer,
On the table, bro, next to the card. On that table, black table. The black table.
Which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this
Yeah.
game, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now the pitch. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Coffee. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. And the ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Right back to the well. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. He's taking the shot.
Damn, bro.
Bringing it back.
It's
And
tricky.
he's wrapped up after
It's
a
a
solid
bad thing.
return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And here's a fumble way
Let's
behind
go.
the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He fires one deep over
What
the middle.
Bro, dog, I know you're lying.
That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I know you're lying.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Not a chance.
Let's go.
Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. Smashes through. Ball is free. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, what a break.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to get a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Can't make the play
Come
on
on,
the
dog. I didn't
interception.
do this.
Man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Pocket starts to collapse. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed.
That's the formation I was
They
looking
make
for.
the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Quarterback checking off. From the red zone, it's Young. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press.
And he takes it to the house.
That's not even the back. That's not supposed to be in here, bro.
If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. Fires to the wideout. And it's
Good
picked
play,
off
dog.
again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for him, and this one hurts because if he makes that, obviously, his team takes the lead.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like... And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set. First down. They'll leave it with him. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Well, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on them, and they got a big stop.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. The option look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 18 over Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Coffee. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
Come on, bro.
Make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He wants to throw.
Come the dog. My quarterback is ass, bro.
This quarterback didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. A first down for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they've had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.